Hey, hey folks. I'm gonna turn on the TV and get the Royals going here. Sorry if I'm a little late. I was just finishing up lunch. Okay. Let me go to MLB.com and
Pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
go to the app. So, get out of this. 3D thing. Here. 1-0 Royals. Now, well, oh. There we go. Hey.
0-1 on Massey.
0-1 on Massey.
3 for 8 with a double in the series.
3 for 8 with a double in the series.
What a rude interruption, but a timely one as well. I mean, you can clearly see it right now. He's their best hitter, and I understand Bobby Witt Jr. is the best, or one of the best on the planet. But Jose Alguacil calling him a special kid. He said he's maturing, he is growing, he is comfortable right now in the big leagues, and so that's what you're seeing. This isn't a surprise to Freddie or to Aggie because they have seen it before. And Freddie said to me, I told him, play like it's winter ball because he has that energy in winter ball. He had that energy at Yankee Stadium, which very much, Michael told me, reminded him of what it's like in Venezuela. But the bottom line, or whatever position, wherever he is at, this is for me.
Hey, if you're watching that Beat McDivitt show, come on over.
I think you learn on the big stage. The pressure never gets to him. Whether it's a championship game in Venezuela, whether it's at Yankee Stadium, he rises to the occasion. And as he's having fun, his true talent just comes to the top every single time. Renfroe grounds it out to short.
Renfroe grounds it out to short.
And the team was really encouraged by Michael because they addressed 2 issues with him when the season was over and getting ready for this year. Number one, they felt like he tried to hit too many home runs early in the year and it wrecked the rest of his season, and he agreed to that. And you say rise to the occasion. What they wanted him to do, this isn't just Michael, this is a lot of young players. You need to rise to every occasion. Not just playoff games with Baltimore and New York, not just big crowds, but you need to rise to the occasion when you're at George Steinbrenner Field at the end of April and there's 9,000 people in the ballpark. That games means every bit as much as the ones at Yankee Stadium in front of 45,000 people. He understood the message. It's one thing to give a young player a message, but when the message is received, the player agrees with the organization, then you know you're on the right track. And amen to that, Ryan. It is about consistency. It's in a play enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
One of those. Listen off the mound.
Nice play.
So he gets 3 ground ball outs right after the Michael Garcia home run.
Come on. Michael Garcia goes deep. Boom, boom.
The new iPhone 16 on us, plus $300 off any iPad, like iPad Air.
That is a great deal. And now an unprompted song to express my excitement.
Just now, both devices have Apple Intelligence with Genmoji to express yourself.
iPhone 16 done. iPad Air waits in the club. Sweet. We should start a band. Yeah. Get iPhone 16 on us. No trade-in or plan requirements. Plus $300 off any iPad. US Cellular. Built for us.
Thanks, everyone, especially Vicky. He saved us enough to help us open our second location.
Auto owners offers discounts.
Yeah. Right.
and business insurance. The same thing the more you protect, the more you should save.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to share the damn screen.
And with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer summer.
Doops.
Take a Grand Highlander and go. Then
Doops.
yourself in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some RAV4. Still got it.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month. Or lease a 2025 RAV4 for $369 a month.
Your summer starts here. At Limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
Graduates, today you enter the real world, ready for whatever lies ahead, except for the following, which you're likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to a 9-to-5 job, taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off a duvet cover, realizing you're never going to go to the gym. This guy knows what we're talking about. Somebody life is hard. Saving money on an auto is easy. Deciding what you do every night for the rest of your life.
It's time now for Mass Mutual Behind the Jersey. Look at Vincent. This is left and right up.
Yeah.
306 average, some tremendous difference there that we've seen for him and for the female squad.
Swing, miss.
Playing Mountcastle.
42% whiff rate on the changeup. Aggressively the fastball, the changeup, having a lot more dive, velocity.
Yeah.
An assumption I make immediately: if a righty is good against lefties, or a lefty is good against righty, changeup is usually a ball.
Yeah.
Probably,
I put the weight back on.
that's probably what would happen. Yes. The changeup, it goes the other direction. Fades away from the
Well, 2 strikes on Ryan Castle, and Lorenzen had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. 1 on a change, 1 on a curveball.
Yeah.
Castle is 2 for 7 in the series with 4 strikeouts.
2 for 7 in the series.
just been nestled into some kind of struggle, really on the power side of our ball. Record back in 2023 when he hit 3 runs. He's hit 4 home runs in his past 98 games. Offensive really part of why they brought that left field home, I imagine. To inhibit some of the other right-handed hitters going a little bit better. Very dangerous there, but well, let's just see the average. Well below his career average, 2 home runs this season.
Good pitch on in and out of his hands.
That Jeremy was talking about, the teal is last year, so they got the fence in a little bit in straightaway left, quite a bit in left center field. It's the same from that point to center field. Badly, and Lorenzen's just going to take it himself, 1 unassisted.
1 unassisted.
Well, Brian Sweeney said he's better than he's athletic. No panic. Goes over the field extremely well. And then sees no one at first base, no problem. It's a giddy up, I'll be there. But he's got this app called Rhythm now. And it's kids of all sports, puts on exercise. Got a beautiful setting. He's home down in Southern California, but he is a junkie for fitness. He's trying to get in shape. He's trying to get younger. He really is. Doing very, very well. So I would see that. The wall. I was thinking, not only did they raise or scoot the wall back.
Holiday.
Got it over the home barrier and right above the wall.
But it's a home run for Jackson Holiday to tie the game in the second inning.
Jackson Holiday home run.
Well, let's see what the Orioles have seen. His on base percentage is skyrocketed to 433 with a good Good swing on this one. And the wall would scoot back a little bit. You would have saved Michael Lorenzen, but just barely scoots over the top of it. See that railing up above? A good sign for Jackson Holiday, a good sign for the Orioles.
Kobe Mayo takes down the white ball one.
It's down the white ball one.
But talking about that wall, not only did they scoot it back, but they raised it. And talking with someone with the Orioles, they said GM Mike Elias came out and looked at it the first time he saw it. Okay, that's a little further than I anticipated. They gave it a 3 to see how it impacted their hitters. And they saw the data. They said, this is not good for us. Sure, we get some pitchers, but even the hitters can hit home runs. They're all fly ball outs. And they have some good ones. Austin Hay, some cows are coming up. So they made the decision this year to move it back in. Within reason. It's still pretty deep out there, down left field. You got to book it.
It's also made for some new ground balls. And you don't often see two yellow lines. You've got one delineating fair and foul. Cool. Fill us in.
All right, so when the umpire crew came in, they went out there to walk. They always look the first time into a stadium for the year, but especially with these big ground balls. I went in and talked to the crew chief, Jordan Baker, on that in between innings, pointing out there the other night, maybe a rundown on that as well. First off, the fence and everything behind it, that big breeze credit union, and that's all. Everything over there is a home run. It's that triangle with that second line by the 373 that is a little bit more confusing. If they were just in that triangle and go to the left of the yellow line and go back to the play, it's just like a ball off of the ball. If it goes to the right of that yellow line, hit that come back over as a home run. Anything is a home run, and then anything over that yellow line, that's so it's just a matter of the triangle and bouncing back out of the field or going over. There is that, and we have this at Coffee Stadium, that low fence, high fence that could happen. The field teams, the solo
One. Royals won. Royals won.
And with the new Toyota, you can make feel bad. Here.
What am I computer?
Right now, you can lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 or lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for just $300 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
US Cellular, you can get the amazing new iPhone 16 on us, plus $300 off any iPad.
Huh.
Both with emoji.
Yeah, iPhone 16 trade-in or plan requirements plus $300 off it. US Cellular for us.
I got one for you, boss. Yeah, black, white, and dented all over. New truck.
Nice one, buddy.
Thanks for you submit the claim, it can track apps right from the app. Auto pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you. That's simple common sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto loan is for you.
Yeah.
How was the light? Catch it fall up?
This is your name. Five and 2015 World Series champions. Friday, May 16th, grab a team ticket. Take home a Brett and Brett Saberhagen bobblehead. And then on the 17th, the first 25,000 fans for the 2015 World Series championship replica ring. Royals.com/anniversary. St. Louis Cardinals will be attending that series was still playing. Not unbelievable. Great ceremony last year honoring the 2014 team. You guys were hitting out in the suite. They were stout, hitting doubles, and still were playing like he's 24 years old.
I don't know that there are too many World Series reunions in which you look back. There's always going to be 5 years and beyond that you're going to find plenty of the game for us celebrated and salvage a chance to do it. And who knows? 5 years ago, we may still be playing. The 15-year anniversary.
To Luke Mailey. Three-ball.
Speaking of rings, have you ever won the World Series ring outside of, I don't know, when's the last time you wore it, if ever?
Year. So big.
Like a date with the occasion that you wore.
There's a leadoff walk. I think it was the Royals. You consider all of my contributions on the field to those 14 and 15 seasons, you'd think I'd wear it all the time. I'm just happy to have it. And the display cases that they give us are really them better, I think, in the case than they do on my hand.
How about you? I like to show the kids some good baseball camps, whether it's in Spain a couple weeks ago or Argentina in October. I love to run out, show the kids. So last time I was ready, so.
Be right back.
And get a big cake.
It's a pitcher-friendly strike zone. Jonathan India grounded out to third in the first inning.
Orioles Hall of Famer Jim Palmer, longtime broadcaster. Like one of my favorite, he's got a lot of my favorite sayings of all time. One of them was he was wearing the Hall of Fame ring. Sorry, not the Hall of Fame ring, but the 83 championship reunion here at Oriole Park at Camping Yards. I said, Jim, so you got the ring? And I said, how many rings do you have? He said, well, Jim, I got 3 rings, 3 World Series, 1. And I also got fame, so I got 4.
Center. 1-on-1 out. And Jeremy was talking about how Bobby has a whole lot of sort of hittable pitches in this series. One in the plate.
Done a good job. Clearly, their plan as a staff is to stay away from them, stay away hard too. You see a lot of the cutter, 4-seamers, those pitches are hard away. Right there, good cutter. They won't just do their plan. That's the you can have a plan all you want, but you got to have pitchers that can execute it. Through 2 games now, they got a pretty nice job.
Swinging at a sinker in the first inning. The ball's 2 strikes.
It goes down to changeup. So you can see, judging from some of the swings that we have seen in the series, you can tell Bobby wants when he wants to get some knocks, whether that's to extend the swing with on Friday, or whether that's just he wants to help the team. Maybe just to get more pitches and swinging. So good back to ball, but a little bit like Calvin Bailey, which is in the zone, out of the zone, that sometimes you can expand a little bit too far with reaching.
On and off, still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bobby is 0 for his last 10 since getting the last hit that he needed to extend his hitting streak to 22 games, which was not only a career high, but the longest in the major league this year. But the clock down to 1, and Gibson just backed off to get the clock reset. And they aren't necessarily on the same page and what we told Bobby here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it is just inside. Swing over in this first half.
Yeah, Yeah, it certainly was. Never hit the nerve from the previous outcomes. Give Kyle Gibson credit. He was locating very well. See that good bite on that good point. He was surprised to go slider off of that one.
He was. 3-2. Gibson did not have a spring training. And before that start, on Wednesday, when he gave up 9 runs and 5 home runs and 3 and 2, he only had 3 minor leagues. The right field line, Lanny Turner. Get there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So I guess this would be the equivalent of spring training right now as far as ramping himself back up.
Well, certainly was. Just 12 pitched from those 3 starts down the minor leagues. On top of the 7. First of all, you pretty much considered the option in St. Louis. That option was going to get exercised. He very much thought he was going to be a Cardinal. I'll let him. He lives in St. Louis. That's what his stamp. His wife lives. Go back, but they got the news right after the season that he would not. And so at that point, he became a free agent. For bullpens and just waiting for my call. In January, I was throwing live bullpens. It was coming. It was doing all I could to stay in shape. It was very surprising. It wasn't called for the Cubs. Here's a message from Riley House.
Sleep, KC. Is the Royal style, your favorite brands and throwback to dominance. Rally House is here for every fan.
He was pretty much ready for the bolt. We're throwing live APs anymore. Got that phone call, and like we said before, it was because of Grayson Rodriguez. Bringing that Baltimore had that.
Struggled as a starter, and when the lineup came out today, he was listed as available in the bullpen for Brandon Hyde. So that's a couple of counting on this year. Hasn't worked out yet.
Charlie in your bullpen, so 60% of your rotation that you're turning on to help you get back to the playoffs suddenly not there or not performing. Hope early on.
Better in turn. Haley's at first base with 2 outs for Vinny Pasquantino. In front of a changeup, he swung it to the opposite field. This time around, and Hanley got out there and had a long talk with Gibson before that first pitch to Vinny. All 1 strike.
We can imagine it's 13 years that we're going to be used to in terms of service time in the big leagues. So I'm sure Kyle Gibson has a very clear plan as to what he would like to do. And his catcher is trying to learn on the job right Good news for Hanley is all he has to do is put down the right number or type in the right number. Put his glove somewhere, you can pretty much call it down. Gibson did it right now. Extremely well. So, last week.
Nice backhand. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stanford Cardinal. But when I told you that before the game, you had no idea. Eric Hanley went to your alma mater.
Followed closely. And that power. That's right. I'm trying to think of the furthest, one that makes the least amount of sense. You don't want to.
Right. Trying to get it to stop. He will be running on this 3-2 pitch. So he's trying to keep that left hip loosened up. 3-2 to Vinny. They got him. That's 3 strikeouts. 1 on time.
Ever since they got DirecTV, they don't miss a game. Not the opening pitch, not even the pregame flyover. Bobby Hawk. It's baseball season in America. You know these are Canadian.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. I should get this. Hello, this is Sam. How can I help you? That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Summer's here. You can go. Go back.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Land Cruiser for $499 a month, or lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for just $309 a month. Toyota. Insurance isn't the same. It's like being Batman. You need Batman.
This is feel much more Batman to me.
I'm serious, bro.
It's just a toxic sludge from the middle.
Come on, it's settled this.
Whoa. How much wooden? Wooden. How much wooden day? What's wrong, Daddy?
For my premium guarantee that covers up to 250 new term.
Save big. You get a free item the next day at price check. You can find Royal among the black and orange at Camden Yards, and this is a destination for just about any baseball fan to check off top of the box.
As good as they come. Top five, maybe top three. It's timeless. Right? When they played their first game here, it still looks like it was built. It was 5 years.
And the brilliant idea of building up against the railroad warehouse, which was abandoned for decades and now full of Orioles offices. That office space, the right field wall.
Up there before. It's beautiful. She came to the game and said hi to a couple of friends. We're not going to Italian. The pitcher right next up, we threw the pitchers. He was on the screen, and I right away.
Good hitters.
Good hitter. Giambi has the most out there, not speaking. He has 3.
I did 3. Handley it was down to the third inning.
Still a good sign. 96 miles per hour for Lorenzen. Like you said, wanting to be aggressive. Just have fastball.
Who turned the TV off? Some people turn TVs off on me. Videos, details. Come on. Hang on. Okay. Customize. Mode. Name. This. Yeah. I don't need to turn it down.
Better swing the past couple of weeks. It seems like north to south is probably a better for a pitcher than a ball that moves east west. Something that
I'll be right back.
nice job of keeping this on the pitch. A ball that's not a ton of depth. He's going to be right at those times. No.
Well,
It's 5 for 9. Series for the Royals. 1 for 13 stadium a month ago. Competitive and flaming back to the dugout. Taking a 2-out walk. Lorenzo will turn his attention to Anderson. She'll fly out the left field after the first inning. Struggles at the plate so far. He's at 15. And wondering how much the pitching struggles are weighing on him. Truly, his type of catching spends as much, if not more, time preparing for what he does behind the plate, what he does after the plate. So catchers will take that personally when playoff contending team. They're the highest ERA team in the American League. Starting rotation has the highest ERA in the league. Henderson runs, and it's up to left center field. Indiana. Henderson will score from first in the 2-out double. And Baltimore takes a 2-1 lead.
Full timely for the Orioles, putting Henderson in motion right there with 2 outs. Letting in the second base to score the position of your fastball. So I'm going to get the lead away from him. Perfectly placed for that gap out there. And also business. You know, again, basketball, he seems to be on time. More of a struggle in the last one recent pass.
Change up for running.
But go back to your point, that it's something that do it. Not the only pitcher out for his pitcher comes off the field after every inning, they'll beat him at the foul line. High five, run down. He's almost so he's very invested in this pitcher. He's very well. Only he's a hitter, so for the offensive side, maybe that because of what's going on the defensive side.
I struck out at a curveball first inning. Two. hit a 3-run home run on Friday night, and the Orioles 3-run seventh, and they won 3-0. Two, 0-2 to 3-2. Just playing in right field today with several injured Orioles outfielders. And runs and strikes him out. He gets him with a curveball for the second time. That's 4 for Lorenzen. The Orioles with a 2-1 lead.
That was pretty rough. White and Texas, Oliver. I do. Company truck.
Yeah, it's bad.
Come on, big story. We already practice right from the end. Auto owners pays what they owe.
Lucky for you. Simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, all the things that make summer. Like a Grand Island really well for and newlyweds open a Camry. Congrats! That's the way for the RAV4.
Right here. These are new 2025
Your summer's here.
Toyota. Let's go places. Switching that Geico really saved you 15% or more on garbage. Did the little piggy cry wee all the way home?
There's still time to be a fan because he's if for your shot to share at $1,000. It's free, it's daily, and it's your chance to get it now on FanDuel Fantasy.
Salvi leads off Orioles. And center field, and that will be down from the Royals after the Orioles took a 2-1 lead at the bottom of the third inning. Salvi is 1 for 2.
We get off man aboard because he's ready to swing. Fastball. I don't know that you can get more middle on that. Sinker.
Garcia, who came very close to hitting it in the Orioles bullpen. Homer to left center field in the second inning. Put the Royals in front. And then Jackson Holiday, homer for Baltimore at the bottom of the second. Rutschman got a run at the Orioles third with 2-1 lead. Away 2 balls and no strikes. Miguel Garcia, the road trip is 10 out of 20. One. He had another multi-hit game last night. He had 3 hits. And when he has a multi-hit game, the Royals win.
It's simple.
He has 10. So
probably focus on getting Miguel Garcia 2 hits every game. You can worry about pitching and all the bullpen and everything else. But let's get him $2.
the one short. Pulls it to the left. And caught. Set right on the line. They're going to call it a foul ball catch.
First step traveled through the entire inner corner of ball before he gets that ball. His position more towards the left center gap. Snack just didn't cross the foul, but nice job. Fine.
Massey is due for a home run.
Set it.
Just in on his hands enough, and Ryan O'Hearn makes a play. Massey is 0 for 2.
It's good to see O'Hearn out there. Really got his chance last year. First group of players with the Orioles. 144 games. Done very well for him. He's earned himself the chance to play every single day against left-handed pitchers out there. It's one of the better pitching for the past few weeks. Pretty much making it better.
All the ball. Brody grounded out to short in the second inning. And Ryan was a very popular player when he was in the Royals organization. Always seemed to be, especially with the guys that he came up with, a favorite teammate, or at least in the top 3. The Royals had a need. Left-handed bat was power. So the DH. Quite a bit at first base, and some injured outfielders out there right today. In the right field that recovered or required covering a lot of ground. All 1 strike there on the right field.
That's a good ballpark. It's tailored for his swing. Swing, but and a good fit. Good opportunity for him. And it's mutually expected. Either way, that's something that JJ right catching up before he his teammates, front office, sure his teammates.
2-2 on Renfro. Three balls, 2 strikes. It's just starting to drizzle. Salvi runs, and Renfro holds it fair up the left field line. Kerstad hustles over to cut it off. And the Royals' best shot on it that had gotten Kerstad and down in the left hand corner. Some runners at second, third with 2 down.
If that happened, we might have been holding up just a little bit. We don't want Salvi to overexert himself. Given a great job by Renfro. Full count, really swing as it sneaks it right past the diving. Taylor. So, not hard. One of the well hitters we want to be in these circumstances.
Change it down. And noticed that when Waters comes up with runners in scoring position, he's been getting a lot of changeups.
Oh, I was a good fastball hitter, so something that looks like a fastball, be aggressive with his runners on base, or the way he compares that first pitch, not deep into the account. For pitchers, if you anticipate for swinging, it doesn't always mean to go on 2. Treat that pitch to be like an 0-2 pitch, so you can still throw harder early in the count when you could. So when you get more of a fine pitch, try to hit more pitches, maybe feel a little bit out of practice.
Down and out of the strike zone. So with a strike yet.
The difference between Gibson and Michael Lorenzen, besides the people out on the backside, you've pretty much seen Gibson stay with every single hitter. You see Lorenzen go hard. Gibson, Drew Walker's right here. You see him inside.
Good take there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The slider, though, that is a good spot. Especially the way it's located. Slider underneath the head to the left hand. The fastball underneath the power to the
adjusted well to the changeup there. The ball's too price.
Good tape right there. Now, look at it. Again, that's the big key, right? Hitter was so hard to get the full count. Leaving sliders just barely down. Little bit, but they're striking quick. They're just expanded. That's where they did go.
Out of the plate, line to left center field, and down for a hit. Drew Waters is going to put the Royals in front with a 2-out, 2 strike, 2 runs, 2.
Well, that's pretty good. He stopped the changeup, they got the few, he swung, he missed a couple. Well, he swung for a couple, but he swung down up a couple, and now he gets one for a little more up, and seems like he's ahead of this fish. But he can run to stop. Actually, 2 runners. Beautiful piece of hitting, but the little beautiful.
And I want to add something to what I said earlier. Getting a lot of changeup. He's coming up with runners in scoring position. That they were pitcher for league and the ball. So that he was really making an effort to stay back, and if he was going to put it in play, try and put it in play on the left side.
Yeah, it certainly was. Look at Kyle Gibson. I think you start relying on too much that exact same pitch. Especially the Royals, they're going out and they can pay the price.
Maylee, who took the ball to the third. He played for the Braves, the Blue Jays, the Brewers, the Guardians, the last 2 years with the hometown team, the Reds. He could just over the river, Kentucky. They run. Pitch number 80 for Gibson in over the 4th inning. And Bailey takes outside 3-2. Now you have the advantage with Waters running on this pitch. And they're great.
And he pitched over high. It's it. So he's laboring right now, 37 years young. About 30 pitches is putting the blue wear on him. As it starts to go, the road starts to drop.
Waters is running, and Bailey pops it up. Holiday is out, or Hearn is in, and O'Hearn makes the play. So Salvi gets on, Crow gets on, 2 Price. When it comes to roofing and siding, there's only one thing you need to know. AOAT is the GOAT of roofing and siding. With years of experience, Ace of All Trades delivers honesty, integrity, real quality, and top-tier service. AOAT, Ace of All Trades, the excellence every step of the way. You want the best, don't settle for less. Trust the GOAT to help your home's local protection. Call Ace of All Trades to look for your estimate, because your home is the best. Thanks, everyone. You figure this is something else to open up. Second location.
Business accounts like home, car, business insurance. Same thing with the type of simple things. Summer's here. And you Toyota, you can do all the things that in summer. Take a greater island and go for you drive. That's things you drive for. No,
Yeah, or these are 20 rented more. Oh yeah, let's do places.
it's time to eat the dogs and the food, not highly processed pellets. A farmer's dog is fresh food made with whole meat and veggies. It's not dry food. It's not wet food. It's just It's an idea. Time has come.
And the real get starts with the HBCU fundraising class presented by T-Mobile. Today, it all started fans that will be attending for Star Wars night. They receive a special podcast. With the first people to see the Star Wars. But the ball right there. You taking a few of those home? We're also celebrating Star Wars here. The 4th. It is May the 4th. Happy May the 4th be with you. There's Skywalker. Yeah, how to read it right away and kind of put it in a higher gear for the 3 or 4 steps. It's the one position on the left. He's done the toughest right at me. Nope, has had a little bit to his right, but this step, it's got work for the speed. Okay, it's got to lift my hands over now. Because I'm good. That's a good way to put it. Sometimes on a play like that, it doesn't look very athletic. It doesn't look very smooth. It's an athlete to make up a bad read or a bad first step. I like to consider myself. I look so smooth, but I tell people it took an athlete to make that kind of a weird looking play. In the second inning, the Orioles took the lead on a Rushman double in the third, with Drew Waters. This drove in 2 at the top of the 4th for the Royals. Well, they go right there. It's a slider trying to go down. One of those other times up, they've been so good down one of the zone, but this one does not get to the breaking ball. Holiday meets him right there in the middle. No problem. He took it up the bat. Multi-homer game for Jackson Holiday. That indeed is his first multi-homer game in his career, so it's hard to beat up with him. It's hard to show that power. Takes care of Kobe Mayo, 2 down. Sometimes the hitter just simply sees the ball out of the pitcher's hand. Yeah, they certainly do. Their first time matched up together, and certainly a little bit. The Reds will go back to the work, figure out what is it there. First step, 90 fly out to center field is right. Right center field, Renfro, and first at is going to be Sting with a 2-out double. Good. Not a chance. Right here you see Waters does a nice job backing up and really had a chance at first at second base for himself. Tough night to get this ball up. Bruno, perfect throw. The box. Nothing. That's a big difference. Double 2 outs, which is coming out lazy, making it up, just settle for a single.
chance for his first hit at the Major League level and his first RBI. And back canvas, and with a reverse pivot, hits it over to Vinny for the final out. But Jackson Holiday hits his second home run of the day. That ties the game to 3. When it comes to Route 57, there's a rule of 8 you need to know. 818 is the Geo 18 of Route 57. With years of experience, External Trades delivers honesty, integrity, unbeatable quality, and top-tier service that will make your home stand out. 818 is the Considerable Trades. Connected excellence in which step of the way. One of the best, the price. Trust the Geo 18 to build your home's living. Call these home things to 833. Yes, sir. Because your home is the best.
What? Those are my games. Little kingdoms like falling out. See you later, Robert. No else.
You got to find out.
I don't know. Download loyalty today. You can get the amazing new iPhone 16 on us, plus $300 off any iPad Air.
That is a great deal. Now, it's only 2 weeks.
It's so cool to access Apple Intelligence and Jim about K2 yourself.
Studies, I got it in the woods. Sweet. We should start a band. Yeah. Get iPhone 16 on. No trade-in or plan requirements. Plus $300 off any iPad. USA.
The Royal score. Even more at Park Number. They run on Sunday, 100 bonus points on Monday. Score more, save more. Right. Holiday tied the game on Monday with a home run. He's tied the game at 3 with a home run. That's the first big league multi-home run game. Brian Baker, the Orioles pitcher. Kyle Gibson gave up 3 runs over 4 innings.
Sometime earlier last night. Just one, which is great for the Orioles. Fastball, slider, and good change. Good change.
Jonathan India against Gibson. India grounded to third and flying to center.
So right there, the usage of Baker, what he's been really good at is holding hitters to 109 yards. 30 hits with 2 swings. He gets it ready. Season.
Well, just 3 strikes.
So India can break the mold here. 2 strikes, short up. You can bring that after they goes off to the good.
India goes pant legs all the way down to the ankles. Usually has his pants up above his knee.
Yeah, that would probably help with 2 things. That helps you. If you're a pitcher, guys, you saw pants up the first one. What happened?
You could have a big hand. Both these guys straight up. He's changing up.
Keep my feet down or up. Because the game before wasn't very good. I was convinced to change the pattern.
Yeah. That's well hit. Left field. Pants down.
You try to go. All you need to know is to put your pants down, heads up, watch out, jump on India. It's on your way. Oh, he was inspired by Vinny shaping during the rain delay last night. Figured you better fix it up. Well, we saw the pants were down. We talked about the they shut people down. Not this time. We keep on the middle of the thing. The tremendous sweet people. It's his first as oil. 1-1 on Junior. Saw the power of the spring training, but you can tell that's a good, large, maybe even a gorilla, but certainly at least a monkey off of his back. See, they would say, good for him. I'll bet the fans will be down off the stadium against the White Sox. It's a good chance. Bobby had struck out and flew it out to center field. This is the Orioles' third lead today. Nothing. They trailed 2-1. They led 3-2. The Orioles just tied it. Holiday's home run fourth. Now they lead 4-3. And now Junior gets up one. Left center field was on the track and a few steps away from the wall. Well, we got it. It's open a little bit. It's a slight breeze up the left center field. Fastball up in the zone. It's not enough to barrel to get it out of there. Right there.
Baker. Now Vinny Pasquantino. Vinny dealt in the first inning against Gibson, lined out, or rather struck out, third inning, so for 2. This still well under 200, but at this pace, if he plays 150, 151, 152 games, he's going to be well over 90 RBIs a year. I think most of his hits.
His ability, Vinny's ability to knock runs in is exactly why they have him when he's down the line.
Holiday makes a nice sliding play, but no chance for now. And he's on the boy. One-on-one. The message from your local Kansas City Honda dealers. Now's the time for a great deal for the new Honda. Local Kansas City Honda dealers. He's back in the lineup for the first time since Thursday today. Led off the fourth inning with a single and scored a run. Rolling 2.
Some of the Royals here are giving us some trouble with 2 strikes. Maybe that batting average against. Anticipate something else. You can go on into this after. Sweeper.
Still 1-2.
It's good. You have a slider way off the dish like that. You're able to locate a fastball 98 miles per hour. black away, you've really opened up the dish.
Run to third. Mayo will go to second. Holiday first for two in the inning. But Jonathan India, if a good spot for his first home run in Florida.
When it comes to roofing and siding, there's only one thing you need to know. AOAT is the GOAT of roofing and siding. With years of experience, KCvsBAL Trades delivers honesty, integrity, unbeatable quality, and top-tier service that'll AOAT. KCvsBAL Trades. Excellence every step of the way. You want the best, don't settle for less. Trust the GOAT to elevate your home's look and perfection. Call KCvsBAL Trades for your yes, because your home is the best.
Thanks, everyone. These things don't help us overcome second company.
I'm going to offer $6 like home car business insurance. Safety, 20%. So here's you, and the new Toyota can get started fast. With a play date or an unlimited friends. Or Gotcha.
Right here, we can do 2025 crates for $299. Or we can 2025 Corolla for $239.
December 7th.
Let's go.
Over back in Baltimore last night, first batter of the game was Cedric Ball. At least he beat up now. Was at 106 mile hour off of the exit velocity. Well, after the Pasquantino needed a new 12 over the whole minute. So he got his backup, and then the radar came. Is that people like at a time that where you pay up in the strict paradise. Talk to him about that. And that's been his game since college. Says that's been his game since 2016. The challenge for him in the first inning is he gives two backups, same model, same exact glove, and he rotates between the number 2 and number 3 backup. And that is the field that he doesn't feel comfortable with either again. He showed him all 3 levels back on. And the first one is as one as you could ever imagine. It is comfortable. It is perfect. But he's had it repaired a number of times over the years. It doesn't take for it to fall. We're hoping to get that second or third gamer being comfortable eventually. Last night he just happened to have number 3 waiting for him in the dugout because that's what he had used in batting practice. So I hope that helps clarify a little bit. It is this Jeremy was talking about replacing earlier, but that's a whole different data report.
The air Oscar that he used forever. And feel like their baby. So imagine the panic. It was such a dire for him yesterday when he lunched into it.
Center field. The Orioles, third home run of the game.
Well, we got ourselves a seesaw battle right now. We are exchanging blows, 1-1, and you see Michael Lorenzen taking a little bit of a look. Cedric admired that with a little bit more than maybe momentum was happening. But there it is. It's a change. He's got a few already today, guys. This one was ready for. I remember that right center field gap. He enjoyed every bit of it.
drivers in there. Yeah.
Now the offense that this expected coming into the season. It's not different to the expectations thus far, but this is the kind of threat that they present all over. Like guys with power, and with the virtue of several holes, there you have hitters, the right-handed batters. He's been good. And the lefties, it's the lefties. It's control. That's a big key for the success of the past few starts today. A little bit of regression. I see it very good wide. It's just a good approach. You're feeling up his change-ups. You're able to make it elevated a little bit. You have a missed mistake here.
Got it.
That's a good slider right there. A big curveball as it is by Lorenzen. The changeup's been there, but he's been hurt a couple of times, so now he goes to the other off-speed pitch, and that's a good curveball.
Struck out 5. One out to Anthony Richmond. Herb was in for a strike. Harold Serpa. Just standing there right now, usually when the pitcher is standing there, taking the warmed up and ready to go. It's not in rapid fire mode. That
The Royals releasing on it.
will join in.
Well, hitters are probably trying to get as many hits as they can now. No, no, left. Their names are good on the season.
Away.
You see Lorenzen right there trying to go back to the similar breaking ball that Gunnar Henderson swing over. He's left over on the arm side instead of glove side where it was underneath him. Good pitch that time.
Throws him out. And now Ryan Over. We mentioned him. He's playing in the outfield because of injuries in the Orioles outfield. Here's our injury report update brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System. Healthcare provider. Neil could have this today. The neck injury is available along with that. It's a counter and diving head first into first base very early in the season and right his left thumb. So he's out for 1 month. Yeah, that bizarre injury against the Royals wild card series here when he had a Seth Lugo pitch that hit on the hand and broke his hand. Today, and they lead 5-4 in the 5th inning.
This is so, they're not cheapies. These are guys doing good sweep. There's no win here. These are Orioles hitters. You're going to see Ryan Bird. This is a break. There's about 2 hitters with it. I would say for this one, I think is the perfect swing. You can have a breaking ball. The offense field power. That is the perfect swing. For Ryan Bird. Just the first time Lorenzen has allowed the 4 home runs in single start.
Even 4 all year. And his first 6, 4
for today, but it's just a one-run game here from Stephen Cruz. He's on no test.
Tough to do. Like video calls. And insurance. Luckily, auto makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. And simple sense. Summer's here. And with your Toyota, you can go.
You can get the 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month. Or lease it in 2025 Tacoma XR5 for just $309 a month.
Your summer starts here. And then
Toyota, let's go.
Got one of everything.
Okay. What's the deal?
Can't get enough baseball. Award-winning show. Start streaming in our network, which is fine.
We're able to use our platform and let these kids go and treat our reasons. It's very important to leave something behind to show our gratitude. Live or on demand, plus MLB Network 24/7 through the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Stephen Cruz. It was the first two hits of his season missed out on Friday. He was not allowed a run. 2 hits over 7 innings. He was up to 2 outs and nobody on base. And it's only 1 against out last week. It's been good to see the Royals. Clearly, this is the KCvsBAL battle starting for a continued switch. 0 runs allowed by Florida. Mainly, Vinny and it's Bailey. The beats of the plate, but hey, man, that's not that easy. Tough day for Lorenzen. He's by 1.
Ver continuidad importa. Ser visto importa más. Presenta tu receta nueva y recibe un 40% de descuento en lentes en la compra de un par completo. Nadie cuida tus ojos.
So we feel that you need to know. The team is the jewel of your team. Experience. All principles must be integrated. We can already have top tier service that make your home stand out. AWT is the roots of all trends. Your excellence every step of the way. You want the best, so the best. Trust the GOAT to help who's looking for protection. Go to all today for you. Yes, sir. Because your home is the best. Thanks, everyone. Definitely. These things are enough to help us overcome.
Auto owners offer discounts for buying home, car, business insurance. Same thing for more It's common sense.
Yep, that's team and personal respects. That's why especially breathing just because the dog in a healthy weight gets longer in their life. One live show. Purchase a theme ticket for May 7th and receive a custom Asian American Pacific Islander Super Bobblehead. Go to visitworld.com/Asian American Heritage. Michael Garcia over the game first run, as he did last night. It was a home run to left center field.
is 1 for 2. This is Brian Baker, second inning. Baker hit the fifth inning, came on and immediately up to John did. This has been back and forth. Going back to the top of the second inning. And now Michael Garcia. Home run number 2 in the game, tied again.
You know what that means for the Royals, right?
They're going to win.
Second innings, cash it in. What a swing by Michael. He continues to stay hot. Ready to pick up your picture? Right in the splash up. Again, three away. Oh, get there. Garcia says, thank you very much. That might go to Venezuela. So,
So Baker was on to face 1. He gives up a game-tying home run. Michael Massey is coming up in a 5-5 tie.
We pick up because it's raining. Hello, this is Sam. How can I help you? That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if owners make sense for you. Summer's here, and with the new book, it's summer. During no
Right here. It's going to be 2025 yard food for $4.99 a month. Or at least a 2025 right at home for $3.59 a month. Call you. That's good places.
We're taking big calls with MLB Central. We offer more in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball team begins MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. I'm coming
Five. With Michael Garcia's second home run of the game.
The 2 swings that out this afternoon. I said, the wind's not blowing. This is not Baltimore. Good swings and crush.
Keegan Aiken. Mancy at the plate. Hunter Renfro and Drew Walker.
See, Aiken's been good at 3. 90s. Slider to go down. Plus change to attack the righties. And that's the really good to the ball. Has the weapons to pull innings and right and left handed hitters for the third.
Hanley into the screen. Bro. How often do you see a 7 home run game and the score is 5-5?
I was thinking the same thing to myself. You just look at the thought it hurt all the home 9 to 6. Right now it's 4-3 Orioles on the home run department. And 5 on the scoreboard.
The Orioles have led 3 times. The Orioles have led 2 times. Nobody scored in the first inning. The Orioles have scored in the second, fourth, fifth, and sixth. The Orioles have scored in the second, third, fourth, and fifth. 2 strikes on Massey.
Massey is down on strikes on a slider. He's not very happy about that. One away. Well, there it is, that good slider by Aiken. What he's got was a good shot left. By Renfro, he had a 2-out double in the fourth inning. They put runners at second and third for Drew Waters. Waters delivered a 2-out, 2-run single. Consistent production, bottom third. Goes very well for their offense. On the ground. A quick transfer and a long one-hop throw to Mountcastle is in time for the second out. Here's a message from UMB. We have a clear financial plan.
I'm saving enough for retirement.
With financial plan. Yeah. With runners at second and third and 2 down in the fourth inning. Kyle Gibson got ahead 1 and 2. Waters got it to 3 and 2 and took a change up in the left center for a 2-run hit. One ball, 2 strikes. That good arm for making. He's a former first-round draft pick of the Orioles. And I think at the time I had with really good lefties with Zach Britton, Mattis, backside for Drew Waters and his 2. We see a lot of Oriole prospect, left-handed pitch specifically, up and they're being really good contributors to both. The size, he's good fastball at second. Pitcher. Says hit something. I hit the. Obviously, hopefully, everyone in the draft pick ends up in the position. If you select them, if they fulfill that promise, they do the position, but so often that's it. So, to adjust. Mullins and Smith will take care of Bailey. Garcia hits his second home run. The game's 7th home run. We're tied at 5.
Can you pick up the phone? Because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. How can I help you? That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if all owners make sense for you.
Summer's good. Okay, you can go. Good God. Here.
You can lease a new 2021 Land Cruiser for $499 a month, or lease a new 2025 Tacoma for just $309 a month.
Your summer starts here. And just be
Toyota. Let's go.
More breakdowns. Everything else. The baseball team is with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Hey, how can you look?
Sorry, Dad. I'm back at Michael. Virtual show for MLB professional and college experience. I'm still in high school. We'll get there, Mom. We think this is over here.
Yeah. The show is very ridiculous. Straight E. Did I get next?
We won our first 10,000 fans conference game on May 10th against the Red Sox. See the next one. Bring out the blue. Presented by Charlie Holmes, the Coders.com. Last promotion. So White Sox and the Red Sox. The next homestand. Holiday makes it to Sims Field. Waters makes the catch. Holiday over the first two at-bats. The Royals will have the White Sox Monday through Thursday, and then the Red Sox. Well, and one.
Why it's it would be nice to see the Royals take care of business as we did last year.
Bobby Mayo grounds and foul with the third.
Easy to see one goal, so really it's a really good series.
The Red Sox
On the line, how we would expect them. For Crochet, I think break into that lineup.
today to get back the game. These over it. It's a little the 5.5 back. Away 2 balls right. Bobby Mayo drafted first round in 2020 in high school in Florida. Had 41 games last year for the Orioles. 2 balls, 2 strikes. His second game this year. He entered the game in the middle last night. The Orioles would get another player on the injured list. Brandon Ramon Correa is the baseman due to a hamstring. 14 Orioles on the injured list. Most of the games. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Bobby Mayo, that one break, that was the ball break. I like expecting all of baseball. That's good. Either leading player in the really good spot. All over the field. Another team that's been walking a lot lately. It's their second walk in the past 6 games. So. See there what the Royals bullpen has done. It's been nothing short. The problem is another one. You're the people like to do that.
I know, sir. Shad with 1 out in 16.
13th year home pitcher team out of Metro very fun, research, and support women and a family.
Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to Mocha. That's 50% off their prices. We can make an impact. Shop your cause and donate $10 for Mocha.
And save up to 10% off our birthday.
Thank you for supporting us here by shopping at Home Furniture. And join us in September for the Field-Side Walk and Run to Ovarian Cancer Research.
Yeah, pretty boss. Black, white, all over. Company truck.
Yeah, it had
But they store all racing in the crate and track a stat right from the page what they have.
Lucky for you. That's simple human sense.
Ask your identification if auto owners make sense for you.
Summer, your new Toyota. Here, not bad. Here, woo!
We send you 25 Corolla SR5 real world. 4.9 APR for 72 months on a new tow truck.
Your summer here.
Toyota, let's go places.
You get that homestand beginning tomorrow. Monday. Great Shopper 1 live at 6 o'clock. Homestand preview. 4 against the White Sox, 3 against the Red Sox. Paul Riggins, who's
in quarterback. It's a tight groin. We'll be starting with Lucy tomorrow.
Yeah, that 3 hours on Saturdays, and we're going to have it back. How do you see that? Oh, really? Also, you got to do that. Continue to build up the momentum they have with all the scorers.
One up, one out. And on the lead side, shooting. Side, second base. And play. And it looked like the stand was going hard up the line. And the thought being the Royals maybe would get one at second base, and they get two. Well, now Bobby Wood was two on the ball. That's the model. But short, your one-stop shop. That's the model. We're a VA provider for veterans as well as meeting the needs of all homeowners. Just replace the number shop. We will throw things and all the desired mysteries. You can't see. It's all here in our showroom. Christmas to do it right. That's a modern divorce. All we pay for less than we thought.
We pick up the phone because it's raining. I should have this. Hello, this is Sam. Can I help you? That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if owners make sense for you.
Turn on baseball's biggest major week inning. It's my baseball before game on MLB inning. MLB.TV. At MLBshop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise for you and your family. But if you really want to level up your game, you can grab something for your dog walker. License with your coach, your game the best way for your family. Visit MLB.com and stock up on officially licensed board field merchandise from your favorite team.
Greatness. MLB ownership lets you bid on game use, grab bets, balls, or
Well, one of two things happened to Nestor Kjerstad. Either he lost track of the outs, or he thought there was no chance that Michael Massey would throw to first base. He flying in the box after the out at second base. He stopped. And Massey's heads up throw. Vinny Stretch. Junior's
Yeah, I mean, it's great. After the quick lead, don't overlook the quick lead for Michael Knapp. Oh my God. I was thinking a little bit first. I didn't think he could throw either. Last minute. So the first base. So, excuse me, right? So, but see what's more minutes. That's almost. You're shocking it on.
Amir Cano has made 12 appearances and has not allowed an earned run. That includes a scoreless inning here on Friday night. It takes some Compton in his first playoff home run. Fifth inning against Ryan Baker. Cano and India hooked up on Friday night at the 8th inning. India grounded into it. Fielder's choice. Ball, two strikes.
It's the back end of the Orioles. Quick Howard comes to mind when I see. That will come out in the 8th, 7th today. A lot of those. The big fastball. The change of the pipe down the zone two. Take a look at it. See that ball the way it's going. It's going towards India. It's going down, and so that's sweet. Ball just redirects it. Well, but not much for that location on the toes when he was coming.
97.
I know that's what a good pitcher should do. And just go right back in there. You know the hitter's going to have to respect it. He's going to try to either swing way over and hit it again. Or what? Get out of there. 97.
Leo Jr. is over 3. In the air, left field, and deep. Burstad is at the wall. That is home run number 4 for the Royals. Leo Jr. snaps it over 12. The Royals out in front for the 4th time today, and that is the 8th solo of the game.
Once we got ourselves at the beginning of the game, you need to know that the fact that there's got that movement. Swing by Bobby Witt Jr. Short, nose down on it, barrel on it. The pitch way away, and then they go back to the whiteboard and say, how do we pitch to this guy? Intended to be beaten. That Bobby.
6-5 Royals in the 7th. And again, in an 8 home run game, it's 6-5. It could be 16-15 if it makes sense with all runs.
That was run of the year. So you said they don't hurt you, right? Remember, so and which 6+ innings and give up hits, 4 walks, 4 home runs. Struck out 0. You lost the game. You only scored 6.
That's an accomplishment.
It could have been 14 runs because it was much higher score game.
I mean, to hear sometimes about some sort of the game consecutive full runs.
I'm waiting for it. The producers are looking into it. He does as soon as we get it. Maybe we need a 9th and a 10th right here to really. That's a drive.
And now Vinny strokes it into right center field. No way. Unbelievable. 9 solo home runs in the first 7 innings.
I'm not even impressed. Give me the 10. Give me the 10. Boy, Vinny. 2 good swings now back-to-back nights in the exact same spot. You know? The home run shows him the touchdown they got yesterday. Fastball in it. Now you're having it back in practice. 7 was safe. Perfect. All the way back for regular. Let's go south.
Yes, it's 6 was. I mean, there have been plenty of 9 home run games, I'm sure.
Are you in here?
Are also.
Are you?
Where
is it?
Number 2 is 1 for 4 today. He just told me that not giving up a single run his first 12 appearances, and when he threw a scoreless inning here in the 8th inning on Friday, the inning he began with a strikeout against Bobby Witt Jr. Probably his usual celebration. Bobby kind of posed on the mound, gave Bobby a nice long look. Bobby center field, and Michael Garcia has a 3-hit game with a solo home runs. And he's off with 2 outs.
Right. I mean, I never. It's a play. I mean, I think the president, 3 home runs. Yeah, but you're right. That is what is it? They look over the past couple of seasons.
So he has strike out.
That athletic, 13 bucks for the hitter.
She comes through. So let's go back to Friday night. And the Royals were down 3-0, and Bobby came up with a runner off, chance to get a big hit. So that's out of the inning.
You know what? It seems to always come back to picture
How this could work out.
yeah, against the Bobby Witt Jr. You might do that against someone maybe doesn't have the pedigree of number 7. He goes on this one, and Bobby's credit. He's himself. You can see it. Always good. It's having your hand on here in the previous cover.
I thought I did. Peace.